Okay, so since the last session, done a bit more grinding. We got our hands on great swords. I got 4 of them. I've got loads more of them. We have gotten through a Civil War, late game crisis, which has made us a bloody fortune. We've made so much money. Legendaries we've picked up. We got the Steel Veil, which is pretty damn good. 262 could be higher, but it's only minus 10 fatigue, whereas a full helm is minus 20. So, what, 40 less, 38 less head armor for 10 less fatigue. And it's got both my heavy lads are in the 80s then. So that means theoretically they can... So the magic number is 46. If I were to swing twice, it's 46. That's 92 fatigue minus... Yeah, so basically with... That's enough to be able to, on both turns, swing twice if I get a kill. Our dagger lad, we not only have the obsidian dagger, look at this. King Rumold's stiletto. 25 to 50. 50 damage is noble sword territory. That is the most incredible dagger I've ever seen. I've never seen damage numbers that high on a dagger. The 100% effective against armor is whatever. I'm wishing I'd taken crippling strikes in him now, but he doesn't need it. I also picked up the colossal shield. Look, 24 and plus 19. It's basically a combination of a kite and a heater, almost. I mean, it's only 6 less defense than a kite. That's a bloody good shield. It only minus 14 fatigue. That's nice. Another legendaries that we pick up. Oh yeah, we've had Sir Casimir's owl helmet for ages. 142 for 4. A monumental noble mail. 187 for 9. And the other cool noble mail we have is, where is the other light lad? Here it is. It says Steinhardt's noble mail. Just wondering whether I shouldn't put this onto my other greatsword user. But KK is really pretty good. I mean, he gets like 43 melee defense without any stacks of reach advantage. Got the 2 shield breakers, of course. We've got our 4 crossbowmen. Abandonment. You'll notice that we have a load of heavy crossbows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 heavy crossbows. That's what a Civil War 200 days in will do for you. I've sold like a dozen of those crossbows. I just, like, you know, junked them. Cruel Blood Spiller. 40 to 70. Like, I mean, if it wasn't for the extra fatigue, that could have been pretty cool as a duelist, but yeah. A mace is the way to go. Probably going to sell that. These are all worth 800 something. We'll repair all of these. The general rule of thumb, anything worth more than 250 I'm trying to repair before I sell it. Don't always have the tools for it though. Right, we're on patrol. And we need to reach Invincible Renown. Or Legendary. I don't know how much Resolve is Legendary actually. I think it might be 6,000 or 8,000. Oh, let's go here first. Oh, and we actually cleared out an Orc Sea of Tents earlier. So I think tonight I want to try to do a Sea of Tents and Goblin encampments. Any of these ones that has like 20%. I think tonight we'll focus on legendary hunting. What we want to do is we want to do the Kraken, but we can't do the Kraken, or at least we shouldn't, until we get some Dragon Acid. Wyvern, what are they called again? You guys know what I mean. So we will keep legendary hunting in those big locations. And then once we have a bunch of legendaries, well, I'll tell you what, we'll spend the foreseeable future legendary hunting. And in that time, whenever we come across any wyverns, we'll just fight them. Is this enough? I put my heavy great swords on the flanks. Yeah, then I've got shield breakers there. Okay, fine. Remember, the heavy great swords, we didn't take rotation because we felt that usually we have someone behind or next to them, and then not taking rotation allowed us to take underdog. So we know there's multiple necromancers, so this usually means there's one necromancer to the north. So I probably should have tweaked my setup. Okay, so Detente and Marden are going to head that way. Probably with just Loves to Splooge. And then the other lads will hold up here. Where are we going to put the front line? I think we put the front line Dagger Lad there, Sigmar there, him there, which puts Britnoth here. I hope I'm not wrong about the crossbow, about the Necromancer being there. Actually, Aranax and Dolmar. I misplaced Aranax now. What we saw from the last very big Necromancer fight was that you got to send one person around the side. He's getting in range. Okay, he's on the northern side. Right. They're both on the one side. Interesting. Very, very interesting. So am I seeing things right? There are no ghosts. 29 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Yeah, no ghosts. Awesome. Awesome. Popsilox, what's up, dude? Popsilox, we've done something almost similar in this playthrough, actually. I will just remind everyone that this is still an experimentation playthrough, so I've done a lot that I wouldn't normally do. Notably, I only have 2 heavy armor guys. Almost everyone is light armor, which is not something I would really do. If you look at our total, well, you can't see the whole roster now. We've got 16 brothers in total. So we've got 4 that are not, well, depending on what we're fighting. Well, I'm taking a shitty way of answering your question. The short answer is yes. I feel that it's a very good idea doing that. So with this group, for example, I've got the 4 crossbowmen, but when I take on a gigantic group of undead, or like the Black Monolith, notwithstanding the fact that this group we have here would be terrible at Black Monolith because we don't have enough heavy armor, but for that kind of fight, I would just leave my crossbowmen behind and take out the extra tanks and the extra greatsword guys. Okay, so now I've got to get these dudes, the crossbow lads, into position. If there's any chance we can get closer, I might try that. Hang on, so assuming you're on the same height. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So my crossbowmen would have to be here. So currently we need... yeah, I need to get closer. Okay, so the front line needs to move forward. I am going to put Ulfert there and Sigmar here. Galmar is going to go for a reach around. Dagger lad, stay where you are. The real challenge here is going to be how many stacks? Only 1. Fuck. We are going to get so overwhelmed here. But on the plus side, we have 4 great swords and a bardiche. So we got loads of AoE. It's just a question of can the front line hold out until we kill the necromancers. These big axes are fucking terrifying. Oh. No, the knockback is pretty bad. Like, the further we get into the campaign and the bigger fights we fight, I'm finding less and less use for my tanks. I mean, a big lesson from this playthrough is that the 3 dedicated tanks that we have is far more than we need. When I do my next warband, we're only going to have 1, at most 2 dedicated tanks. Okay, hopefully that's far enough away that we don't get run at. Oh, excellent dodging, boys. I think I'm actually going to have to go, yeah, shield and axe. So let's see what you're saying here. You reckon you need 4 archers? It depends, like... If they're really good archers, I reckon 2 is probably enough. With my crossbowmen, you'll notice that I've got 4, but that's because the crossbowman can really only get berserk to proc once every other turn with the way the AP works. So on the fights where I would wish, where I might think that I would need 4 archers, is this kind of fight. And I've come to find that in this sort of fight, honestly, you're way better off not even taking archers at all. If it wasn't for the necromancers, I wouldn't bring any crossbowmen at all. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I mean, I wouldn't suggest that crossbows are overall better than bows. I still reckon bows are the way to go. But that being said, I have been pleasantly surprised at how good crossbows are in a lot of situations. Ow, that fucking hurts. I think this is a fight that's too tough for this warband. I don't have enough heavy armor, lads. Like if I had a warbow with mastery, I could be hitting him from this square, which would make things so much easier. What's up, Penkovsky? Sacrifice dog, sorry dog. But I will say that this particular warband we have here are amazing at hunting goblins. So much so that I want to actually take on the goblin fortifications, not the goblin city, but the goblin outposts and whatnot. There's a couple of outposts on the map here that have 20% legendary chance. Like in a lot of situations, with the crossbows, you can nullify the fact that you would have to move forward. Sorry, nullify that you can't hit targets if you just move your front line forward far enough. I mean, and if it wasn't for the terrain being as bad as it is here, we would have been able to just move our front line 3 or 4 squares forward, crossbows then sneak in behind it. And we would have been able to hit these guys. It's only the terrain that's ruining us here. Ulfert's in big trouble. We're going to get him out of there. I mean, look, this is 5 turns in. They haven't even launched a single bolt at one of these necromancers yet. This is the downside of these crossbows. Is that an angle? Oh, shot. Oh, rip. Yeah, we're going to have to restart this fight. But I mean, so much of this game is terrain. We're probably going to restart this now when Ulfert dies. And then we'll hopefully get better terrain. Yep, that's no good. And besides, the whole point of this particular playthrough was experimentation. On balance, I still think I prefer bows to crossbows. It's funny you say that because, like, the big advantage that the bow gives you is the range, and if the composite bow is going to take that away, then what's the point? 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, sure, it's probably going to let me shoot twice, but I don't know if that's enough. I look forward to trying it out, experimenting. And I cannot wait for this DLC to come out. Okay, so, a heavy crossbowman. So I need to leave a gap. Dagger guy goes there, space. Which puts KK there. I should have started this fight with great bows out. We're going to lose a turn of attacking. This is bad. So in the last fight, I had my 2 greatsword guys spaced out. I'm going to put them side by side this time so I can rotate them out from the flanks. Cool, so we should be able to crossbow these necromancers down now. So the composite bow is one thing, but the real interesting thing is going to be the balance of the new throwable grenades. What I imagine and what I hope is that they're going to be very difficult to create, kind of like some of the crafting things, and then you would really only use them for super late game fights, you know, like Goblin City, Sea of Tents, that type of shit. That right there is the beauty of the crossbow. Oh, if that had hit. I mentioned this before, but I got over it again. Headhunter on balance wasn't worth it. I'm still not sure what I could have taken there to squeeze out more damage out of a crossbow build. Probably gifted. All bags and belts for more utility is always good. What's up, sub hedgehog? Come on, lads, get that fucking bastard. Those should be 40-50% shots. Oh my god, look at this. So Marden shoots bolt and misses, 95 chance. Aranax uses shoot bolt and misses, 87 chance. Aranax 3 uses shoot bolt and hits, 87. There was like 3 90% shots on that necromancer we just missed. Lucky fucker. Also Mozart. Yeah, we haven't gotten him a war scythe, which would have been very useful. You really raised up the necromancer. That's freaking gruesome. So, on my standard 12-man setup, I'm probably going to go with 2 warbows. And then have 2 or maybe more backups. That wouldn't be bows, that would be 2-handed weapon users of some sort. There we go. Shotgun. Right, boys. Start killing. Should I see Denkovsky, how much armor damage? 25 to 50. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's too fatigue wasteful for him there to use penetrate. So all of my greatsword lads have reach advantage. Just Ulfert is the weakest with his defense. But I mean, I've got 2 great swords, Danax. I wish I had a Bardiche on Britnoth. That would have helped. %95 miss. The old 95% miss, eh? What's his defense? 42 defense plus underdog. Oh my word, die. Another 95 miss. What the fuck? I feel like I'm playing Blood Bowl. Nice turn there, Sigmar. I've been pleasantly surprised with the survivability of my light armor greatsword guys, but it's super dependent on them hitting multiple targets and getting stacks of reach advantage. Like only 1 out of 3 hit there, so still 48 is pretty damn good. It's these fuckers that need to miss their attacks. Those greatswords are devastating. The great axes are devastating. That's the second 90% swing Torkel has missed in a row. And I've lost count of how many 90% we've missed in this fight alone. Okay, if you lads can stop with the whole missing 90% shots thing, it'll be just wonderful. Great damage there. Right, 8 down, 21 to go. Flanks are holding steady for the moment. Considering we don't have the kind of two-handers that are great at dealing with armor, if this was damage incorporated, we'd be a lot better off with like warhammers on the flanks. Fucking hell, Ulfit, can you please dodge a hit? Right, Torkel. Third attempt, 90%. Finally hits one. What's up, Dubasar? I think I need Britnoth to go axe and shield and get ready to rotate Ulfert out. They have a concentrated fire on the southern flank here. I mean, one big great sword swing there will kill that one. We should be okay. Yeah, 95% chance to hit. Wrong fucking weapon, you tit. That hurts. That was a wasted turn. So I need 2 attacks going at Ulfert this round. Fucking hell, Torkel's getting messed up. %95 missed. I think KK's got to rotate him out. What's the hit chance? 93. 87. Fucking hell. Drop your dog. No, don't. Just conserve your fatigue. If he had just been a heavy armor lad, have been more survivable. Do I just double rotate? 16 turns, 12 turns. It's a bit of a waste, unfortunately, but fuck. If it keeps my shield breaker alive, worth it. It is kind of bullshit, isn't it? The headless corpses rising up. Oh, 95, missed again! What the fuck is going on? Can you imagine if there was a post-game stat screen like in Blood Bowl, where it shows total of percentages in, like, you know, 10% increments, like 90%, you know, between 90 and 100, 10 shots made, you know, 8 hit, that kind of thing. This is absolute, this is fucking bonkers. And look at this bullshit. This necromancer was unarmed, but now it's picked up a weapon off the ground there. Can the flanks just hold here? So close. I think we'll be okay, yeah. Northern flank's looking a little scary. Anyways, I'm so glad we did this campaign, this experimentation campaign. Learned a lot, reconfirmed a lot of what I already knew, but we're going to put it into practice when the DLC comes along. It's kind of sad that really building hedge knights is still the only viable way to build almost everyone. Let's go help on the northern flank here. That's where shit is getting spicy. A shield smash? That's a shield smash. So what I'm looking forward to doing is building a squad that is going to have a very wide spread of weapons and tactics. The center 3 of the formation, we're going to have dagger specialist to use the obsidian dagger. We're going to have two-handed cleaver user to use the cleaver you get from the bandit ice cave. Then we're going to have, I don't know, something else. Maybe a duelist with a mace duelist, or a two-handed mace user. I think in my next playthrough we are gonna bargain on getting that lightning sword, but I think I want the lightning sword on a tank rather than putting it on a duelist, because as we've seen from this here, swords are middling duelist weapons. I feel like by putting it on a tank, if we can build like a god tank with heavy armor, we can give him the lightning sword and have him literally run off, you know. We give him fortified mind, we give him, I'm thinking of the Black Monolith fight, we give him fortified mind, give him lone wolf, give him colossus, everything that keeps him alive. Gifted, dagger mastery, shield expert, heavy armor, all that good stuff. And then you send him off with the lightning sword, you give him a plus fatigue potion, and then you just have him riposte. And then every time he gets to riposte, he can hopefully set off a chain lightning attack. Right, KK is in trouble, so is Torkel. What is my solution for that? There's kind of no one. KK is going to have to rotate, loves to splooge. Therefore we've got to kill that one and that one as soon as we can. I haven't even thought about the gunpowder thing, but I don't think you can have a dedicated gunpowder using brother, just because they're going to count as throwing weapons. Not throwing weapons, they're going to throwing items. I think we'll see, unless there's its own perk, you know, gunsmith perk. That all three hit, very nice. 58 defense with no shield. The crossbows though, still great. This was quite a rough fight. We took a bunch of injuries, unfortunately. Well, whether you make it a dedicated build will all just depend on whether or not there is actually perks for it, which we don't know. Also, how hard is it going to be to get a hold of those things? I'm guessing it's going to be quite hard. So, yeah, whoever it is that gets to use that weapon is probably, it's only going to be used in the biggest, most difficult fights, which is like, you know, half a dozen fights in the entire campaign. We don't know. We'll have to see. Whew. Yeah, normal range, but then does it count as a bow, or as a throwing weapon, or as a crossbow? We would have to assume that there's going to have to be a mastery perk for it. Give me a button just to sort all the most expensive items. Send them across, you know. That's fine. That's the 20 heads we need. Let's go hand them in. Oh yeah, and during the Civil War, we actually allied with the Center House. We lost Grunenbach and Nasenfels, but we helped capture Wolfswall and Sonnenburg. So the southern city kind of got its shit kicked in a little bit. Any level ups? Nope. Master Archer, no thanks. Stay away from that. It's going to be very interesting. Anti-tools, good lord. Still, the nice thing is we've got 40,000, so we will look to accept any escort missions that take us to a city that has a weaponsmith or an armory. I can just buy legendaries. 620, that's a very good price. White pearls. 870, 270, that's all a good price. And I've got my spare war brands if I need them. I think when it comes time to fight the Kraken, my greatsword guys are going to use the war brands. Those tentacles don't have armor, so probably could have kept that goblin staff. You get more for it if you let a collector offer you a price for it, but that event pops so infrequently. Let's see, 40, 60, 80, 120. I detest having to pay so much for tools. But no other option, it seems like. Legendaries, question mark, no. Oh, hello. 312 for 16, unaffected by acidic lindworm blood. Yes, please. I'll take it. Actually, let's see. Yeah, 312 for 16. I've actually got these 3 tanks now, and I just don't feel like I ever need them, like ever. Oh well. And the duelist is also very situational. So, what are we doing after this? We'll just keep hitting cities. See what they can give us. Maybe when everybody's fully healed up, we should just go out. Oh, fuck, I didn't want to take this fight. And our lad who has the club foot. Okay, this is a disaster. We're against a master archer. Daytime, height disadvantage with no shields. And he missed. 90%. At least we're not the only archers that can't hit 90% shots. So Torkel the shield breaker has a club foot. I think we kill all these guys. Once the great swords are in melee contact, it's not going to be that easy for the enemy to hit us. Still, this is very scary. Master Archer. Ooh, I should start raising as many zombies as possible. That's what we should do. Oh, KK still has his cut arm sinew. Damn. Nice, loves to splooge. Loves to splooge, loves to execute. By looks of things. Ow. I will say though, the dodgy Numble guys are so much better at receiving damage from ranged fire, crossbows specifically, than the heavy guys, which makes sense. Just gotta move here. Did I start picking off the ranged guys? No, I think maybe we just blast straight through their front line. That'll be one zombie, thank you very much. They're gonna kill him? Probably. So close. What's he doing back there? Good. Oh, good shot. Oh, loves to splooge. Fucking doing one. 106 to 125. What a beast. Owie. Okay. Gotta be super careful with now. Also, one thing to bear in mind when using this obsidian dagger, like if I were to obsidian dagger Gerald the Outcast down, I mean, sure, it'll be nice. I get him as a zombie, but then you don't get the weapon and armor he's carrying. Or if you do, it hasn't happened yet for me. Owie. Actually, we run the taunt away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's just out of range. This is wonderful. More zombies, the better. Less targets. More targets for them to shoot that aren't my lads. Oh, clutch. Foolish. Foolish brigands attacking us. Whoopsie! Sorry, Sigmar, that was close. Until these crossbowmen go down, we'll be super careful with the taunt. Shot. Fuck. No, yeah, and the zombies can also make daggering someone down a little difficult. Look at this, we've got 3 zombies now. Brilliant. I'm pretty sure you can, yes. Any allied unit can be rotated out. Just gonna spend another second looking at this dagger. This dagger is by far and away the best dagger I've ever seen. 25 to 50. Unbelievable. Look at that. Almost a third of his hit points. Now, if that dude doesn't drop his arbalest, I'm going to be annoyed. Careful with that armor. Nine lives, one of the most useless skills in the game. That'll do. Damn fool brigands. Gave us another heavy crossbow, we don't even need it. I already have 7 heavy crossbows, and none of these guys would ever need them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Isn't that amazing? 520. Why so expensive? Downward terrorizers, nope. Direwolves, Webnecks, Noctairs, nope. Don't need any of that. Oh wow, hello. 297 for 15. That's pretty good. And we'd need just a few hundred more. Okay, let's sell everything and buy that then. Although 297 for 15. I've only got 2 heavy guys anyway. This is 262 for 10. I think this is better actually. I don't even need to buy that. We don't even have another heavy armor guy. We are specifically after light armor. Local dogfighting. Nope, never. Let's see. Where's this? Wolf's Wall. I think that has a weaponsmith. Just a kennel. No. What are we after? We're after webnecks, no. I'm after anything alp crafting, witch crafting items, tree crafting items. But specifically we want to fight lindworms now. I need lindworm acid. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's also enough. 5. Ugh. I want to do lindworms, but not a 3-skull lindworm fight. We can try it, but that is going to be horrible. Tome of Arcane Knowledge. Raiding parties. Let's have a drink. Now let's take a look at our setup here. Who are we best placed to take with us for lindworms? I think I would actually want my tanks, the guys who are hardest to hit. 65, 52, 49, 46. These lads without shields are not going to be good. And then I think I need to take all 3 tanks just to try to hold up the lindworms. And then we just hit them with crossbows. For the most part. Maybe with the greatsword guys, if I overhead strike and indom every turn. 25 fatigue plus 15 is 37 minus 15 is 22. Do that for 4 turns in a row. I think this setup here is our best bet. The dagger lad, I don't think it's going to do anything against lindworm, unfortunately. How many tanks do we take out, though? I think maybe we leave the light armor greatsword guys. Well, we can try a few different setups. If we are super lucky, we can have these lindworm get pulled into some other group, some ruin that can help us. 5 of them, that's not too bad. Trading caravan's not really going to help us. Let's just see where these lindworm go. We might get lucky. Wish the camera would just fucking stay on me. My god. Run on the road, please. Some soldiers to help us. Look, sir. I don't know if it's good or bad. Noctairs fighting lindworms. That's actually pretty bad. Because now it's a nighttime fight. And there's Noctairs. So everyone hold position. Let's see what happens. I used to play Paragon. But now the replacement games that are out. There's Predecessor and there's Fault. I tried Predecessor on the weekend, and I need to try Fault at some point. Although, based on everything I'm hearing that Predecessor is being... people are liking Predecessor a bit more. Still, it's really hard, because it's at best European servers, and the couple of games that I played of Predecessor, I had 200 ping. It sucks. With that amount of ping, I can never play an ADC, because you can never land auto attacks. It's impossible. I don't think I've tried over Prime. I want to go in with Sigma. I don't want to get bitten either. Should I just stay back and whip this thing? We can actually hold back, and we can let the Nachtseers fight this Lindworm. I think one of the guys in the Predecessor Discord was saying that they looked and there were like 7 people queuing for Overprime. So I think Overprime might be dead already. With these Lindworm, let's just get these Greatsword guys ready to step in. Don't fucking eat my lads, please. Wait, can these Lindworm can attack over 2 tiles, can't they? Oh, forgot about that. Shit. So Overprime is, you know, still legacy. Well, that may be the case, but there's also an element of you kind of have to wait and see which one becomes most successful and go with that one. Even if it's not your favorite, because eventually, like, fucking... God damn it. Because if there's no player base, then, you know, you don't want to play that one. We'll have to wait and see. Okay, thank goodness. Oh, bless you, Lindworm. At least his helmet is immune to Lindworm. I might even have some dedicated armor just for Lindworm immunity. These crossbows just aren't cutting it against the Lindworms. Here's where when I would want the warbow, so I could attack twice a turn. No. Oh fuck! I didn't use Indom. Should have used Indom. So close to dying. One more. Oh, what? And that actually sprayed him with acid. That sucks. Well done, boys. 1 down, 4 Lindworms to go. This acid is so strong. Where are they? Yeah, gentlemen, form up. Get into some sort of line. I'm seriously beginning to think that, what's that skill? Holdout. Resilient. Could actually become a quite necessary perk after the DLC is out. If you think of the fact that you now have to deal with a stunned effect, there's more mace type weapons that are going to apply a stun. Bleeding and poison is always an issue. Kunapon, thanks for the follow. Something to think about. Okay, form up, men. Be ready. Hold the line, come on! Hit them with crossbows. You can hear the Nachters getting ruined. Fuck, these things are so scary. Quite often when I'm fighting lindworms, what's up, Martin? I sort of feel like in a fight like this, I'll kill 1 or 2 lindworms and then just flee. That's just so unspeakably dangerous, and the risk reward is so screwed up in these fights. Fuck, we're surrounded. Okay, lads. Form up. Get ready. I kind of want Sub-Hedgehog to swap out Loves to Splooge so that Loves to Splooge can split. I think if you split, it's like a double hit. I think. This is not the time to have no pole arms. That was definitely a double hit. That hit the head and the body. That was very effective. Does it double spray you with acid? I certainly hope not. Do we start softening up that one, or we just keep pounding the one? Oh god! This is not when I wish I had taunt. I misleveled my tanks. I mean, this was a light armor tank experiment, and it was okay. It's kind of average. But if I did it over again, I would make it heavy armor, which would, well, I would have 1 less perk. So, Overwhelm would be Brawny, Nimble would be Battle Forged. What would I be able to give up from here? Maybe Quick Hands, and take Taunt instead. A gift that I think is too important. Look at him, 71 melee defense. Arden is actually in a lot of trouble here, but we can probably rotate him out. Oh! Good dodge. Ow! 1 hit, armor destroyed. 52%. Fuck, he's X-user, he shouldn't have been. We can hopefully kill this one this next turn. Oh, fucking headshots. These lindworms have headhunter or something. Look at that, no damage. Bullshit. Fucking bullshit. Come on, 85% miss. Oh, clutch dodges there by KK. Sigma cannot rotate him out. Fuck off! God, these high percentage chance misses do my head in. So close. Loves to splooge. What a god. Here's my prediction. This Lindworm is going to bite Mozart in the head and one-shot him. Okay, body shot. Finally. We got ourselves a heavy armor helmet. 312 for, I think it's 15. And Lindworm immunity. Lindworm blood immunity. There's actually another new helmet as well. We've had this one for ages. This one I took off the corpse of a barbarian champion. Only 262, but it only weighs 10. That's very nice. And then I've got two amazing sets of light armor. This one is the not even the best one. 187 for 9 is quite good. But the other one is... Don't tell me I didn't equip it. Oh, it's on my duelist. The other one is light armor that looks like this, but it's 200 for 10. Oh, Davies, alright, mate. Ow. Fucking Lindworms, man. I don't think those double hits are actually worth it, are they? Or does it count as 2 stacks? It does. Okay, so it is worth it at least then for that. Which one do we focus? We focus that one. Also, here's a question. Does Indom lower the acid damage? Probably not. The great swords are actually quite effective. I'm pretty... Hang on, let's just be sure here. Does that hit twice? Sigmar uses split and hits Lindworm for 128, hits Lindworm for 97. Yeah, so split does do double damage if you can line it up. Did not know that. So great swords and bardishas are the way to go against these dragons. Off. Yes, boys! I think there's 3 Lindworms left. God, it's terrifying. Right, KK. You need to get out of there. So if I stop using split, if I start walking up... Oh, good dodge. I can actually attack and then move away. But Mozart, I think it's too dangerous. He needs to stay away from the head, which can attack up to there. As long as he's here, he can attack the tail safely. But if that head moves, got problems. Merilo, what's up? Okay, sweet. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's one other Lindworm left. Sigma. These guys with no armor need to stay away from the head. Sub-Hedgehog. Go send up the Falcon on the next turn and scout for us. I dare speak too soon, but we're doing very well against these Lindworm, I think. Oh, this is so scary. So, I won't have fatigue to move away, so let's move away. Unfortunately, I then can't use recover, but at least I can't get hit by the tail. Great dodge. Remember, you can move away from the tail without retaliation shot. So close! Three lindworms dead. Let's take a few turns reloading and recovering. You know, I'm coming up on 2,000 hours in the game, but fighting lindworm is still terrifying. Aha! One lindworm left. Let's have him. Fighting these things is so hard. We've got lindworm bones, lindworm acid. If one acid flask equals a straight acid flask that you throw, then that's wonderful, because then that 2 acid flasks is the minimum for what we want to try when we fight the Kraken. Yes, actually, in the previous campaign, in the damaging campaign, it's middlingly effective because they all seem to have resilience, so you only get 1 turn of bleeding. So you don't really get to additively stack the bleeding, which I guess they had to do because then that would have been too strong, you know. It'd be like in Darkest Dungeon where you stack damage over time. It's very powerful. It's fleeing, the piece of shit. At least my crossbowmen are all fully kitted out. All 4 of them have the extra large quivers and heavy crossbows. What I would love is to get my hands on some tier 3 legendary crossbows. That was super rare. Awesome, so 1 flask. So we've got 2 acid flasks here. That should be enough for us to throw at the lindworm. I think let's maybe spend a few hours just legendary hunting. See what we can get. I reckon the more legendaries we take into the lindworm fight, the better. Come on, guys! What the fuck? I love my shield breakers. 3 acid flasks, awesome. 2 hordes, some bones. Lindworms lay in well-earned ruin. Your company goes about poking the corpses at a distance, making sure the bastards are truly dead. A few gargle and flip over, but that's about the last of their living issuances. You order the overgrown lizards scalped and skinned. Vander of Königsheim will be expecting proof after all. Let's just note a timestamp here because I'm going to start uploading stream highlights for the bigger fights. So Lindworm fights ended at what time? 1:10:41. I think let's go goblin hunting. Let's go to some goblin cities. Well, the goblin city itself, you can try find as well, but there's a few outposts that have like 40% chance of giving us a legendary. We'll do those off to the east. $1,276. Okay, so they're not paying very well now. Tools. Where are the tools? No tools. Fend from raiding parties. What are the tracks? Let's get some tools. Apologies for my sniffing, everyone. Sinuses are killing me. 1300, I can get even more for that. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. I can't even cover all my bloody damaged. I could pay to get my armor repaired, but that is going to be incredibly expensive. A two-handed hammer, which we don't need. No one uses two-handed hammers. Don't need any of these. Sonnenberg should give us some tools. And there's no tools to be had. Typical. Typical. Yeah. Oh yeah, I wanted to show you my other legendaries. So Steinhardt's Noble Mail, which is the best light mail I've ever seen. I've never seen an armor to fatigue ratio at 20 to 1. Unreal. Go like that. This is the highest damage output I can probably get out of this group. And that's without the Dagger Lad. I think the Dagger Lad's actually stronger than the Duelist. But the Duelist can be useful sometimes, but his damage numbers just aren't that great. Next time we have a Duelist, we'll make him a Mace Duelist. Oh, Martin, dude, that dagger, I love showing it off. It's the best dagger I've ever seen. 25 to 50. And this is an amazing, it's technically a heater, but it's got plus 19 range defense. It's really good. I would have liked for a bit more durability, but these heaters tend to not have extra durability. It's got the usual 32 points of durability. So we should replace our dogs. We lost a bunch of dogs. Got your first ever legendary. Congratulations. Tell us all about it. What kind of stats? Actually, right now I'm gonna create a Discord channel. Let's call it create channel, text channel, BB Legendaries Showcase. There you go, lads. Go wild. Show off your legendaries. Let's see if we can get anyone to beat this best dagger. Actually, I think the best legendary we have is this armor. So Steinhardt's Noble Mail. Do we seriously have like 0 fucking tools? Yada yada. Join us by the campfire. Yada yada yada. Well, I want to go head off east, but we can't until we have enough tools. Oh, just a shield. That's how I feel about shields. I mean, shields can be fine or whatever. But there's nothing quite like getting a nice big old weapon. Didn't I buy 3 dogs? Whoa, Hexen. Direwolves, Unhold and Hexen. I hate fighting Hexen, but we should take whatever chance we can to beat them, because their crafting components are so important. So I should actually know the protocol by now. Let's try something a little different. Let's give whips to the front line, who we can expect to get mind controlled. Who is our best frontliner lad? Honestly, KK with 81 plus 10% is 89, 87, 90. Okay, no, it loves to splooge. He's the best. I want all the crossbowmen, that's for sure. The shield breakers are quite useful. Yeah, Hexens suck because they are as dangerous as your most dangerous lads are. Anybody else got damaged weapons and armor? Yes. Okay, so KK can be mind controlled. We'll put him back there. Ulfert. Denkovsky. $54, and let's keep him within the leadership bonus. And now let's put our dagger guys along the flanks. It's not what I usually do, but we'll try that. We'll see how that affects things. We're going to try to have the crossbowmen run around on the flanks. Running them on the flanks means that they're not going to be under the morale bonus, but it's 13 extra morale. These guys are like 45. Well, he won't have to because he's got immunity. But like 54 plus 13 is 67. Minus 35 is 32. 37. No, it's whatever it is. Maths are obviously not great at that. But that's the chance it'll be to resist the mind control. Always save before I fight Hexen. This is one of my issues I have with doing Iron Man playthroughs. Is if you fight Hexen as an Iron Man, it's so scary. One bad round and you can lose a brother. If I can move this lad back, full fit, before the Hexen gets to go, I'll move him back. Oh, he resisted. I probably should have moved forward and taken shots there, even if that meant I got eaten by wolves. It's potentially suicidal, but 42%. Honestly, if that's a headshot, it's worth a try. So close! Totally worth it. Well done. This is one of the few times the crossbows are superior to the warbows. The warbows could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The warbows could fire from there, but they'd still get mind controlled. Well, we're kind of all in now, but if it's 2 Hexen, it's kind of manageable. What I should have done though was had a wooden stick. Oh well. Oh shit. So here's the play. We move there and we shield up. Gives us the best chance. We're in for a hairy few turns now against these fucking frenzied dire wolves. But we can just maybe hope we can loose another crossbow bolt that might hit this Hexen. So important. These Hexen moving forward is just so wonderful. Is there any chance I can get closer? Damn it. See, here's where I wish I had fancy feet. Oh, it worked. Damn it. That throwing over the shoulder thing could be useful if the unhold would throw my crossbowman over his shoulder. Why would you say that, Jolly Rogers? You've just doomed my men. Fucking... Oh! I think I might actually leave Sigmar with his whip out, because we've got 4 great sword lads. I think 2 of them, KK and Sigmar, stay with the whips, and if either of the other 2 get mind controlled, then yeah. This is kind of crazy, but risky, but worth it. Oh. Wait, that shirt is red. There's an invisible unhold there. Oh, fucking unholds, man. %. Here we go, Torkel. I needed that. To be fair though, if you're face to face with 3 rabid dire wolves, that puts the pressure on you to not miss that shot. Now, did he take hit point damage? Because if this unhold's gonna punch the crossbow, then I at least want the fucking bitch to take the damage as well. That's only fair. But can you do a favor, Mr. Direwolf, and just fuck off, please? Where's that other invisible unhold? It should work the other way around. I mean, like that's only fair, right? Where is he? Oh, there he is. Okay. Oh, nice dodge. What was that dodge chance? 58. Dece. Not with the wolf, no. With the Houndsmaster, we have gotten a couple of the heavier dogs, but none of the actual wolves. Oh shit, Torkel is going to be able to move forward and chop dirt taunt. Resisted. Where's the other unhold? Right there. That did 2 points of damage. Okay, so it doesn't apply. Because that would be fair. And this game can't be fair. Look at all that bleeding. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 times 5. Okay, feels like progress. Hits the head, obviously. It took like no bleeding damage. You all saw that. It took like no bleeding damage. Its hit points went up from the regen. Yeah, so that has taken KK. A couple more turns. This shit with the unhold. Annoying. Alright, great sword time. I think it's actually worth... Actually, if it wasn't for Torkel still being mind controlled, I would have tried to dodge because I could have split. But Torkel's not going to miss. He's got like 85 melee defense. Good Lord. Your taunt's having a bad time. There's a dog on the field. Okay, that actually helps us, because now at least these unholds are unlucky to punch him to death then. Dodging, Sigma. Oh, thank you. Thank you, unhold. That helps. Second this bitch fails to life connect someone. Wooden sticks. I have to keep wooden sticks. Fuck off with that bite. I know what's going to happen now. The mind control dead taunt's going to one-shot Torkel. That actually helps. That obscures him. I need to run up here. Hope that means the taunt misses his shot. If he hits that shot on Torkel, he's dead. It says that Hex 8-tile range doesn't end. I don't know. The Hex might end. That needs to be tested. Ooh, shot the dog. Brilliant. Every fucking turn. I wish there was some explanation of the cooldown or something behind that life, or behind Hex. Because it just seems as though it's up every single turn. Now Ulf's just going to execute Torkel, and then we would have made it all the way through this fight. And then one of our lads dies. God fucking damn it. Let's try that one more time. Wooden sticks. I need wooden sticks. Just wondering whether the duelist would be better. I feel like the duelist is still the best way to hunt the Hexen. And that's where the wooden stick is. Where's that other legendary male? There's Sigma. There's... It was pretty effective where we had the light warbrand guys use the whips and heavy warbrand guys use the crossbows. Here's what I'm going to try. Let's try putting the crossbow lads on the front line on the hope that they have high enough initiative that they can act before the witches and then move forward, get a shot off on the witch. Undead warriors, you can only make them once once you kill them with obsidian. Oh, hang on, you're referring to this helmet? No, it's a normal guy. It's just a helmet. We took that off a legendary words. Use your words. We took it off a barbarian. Wait, is there a? Where's my 3 tanks? Tank, and they are not great. Who do I leave behind here? So I might want to take Ulfert out. Could leave one of the shield bearers behind. Oh yeah, we leave Torkel behind. He's got a gammy foot. So in the past we have tried the stay back tactic. Let's try the run forward with crossbows tactic now. That's actually a very good question, Modern, which we should try. Because it is super annoying how someone gets mind controlled and then they get to attack twice. Oh, it's only 27% chance, I suppose. Fair enough. Now, these Hexen have very high initiative. Couple resisted. That was nice. Yeah, charmed. Yeah, it does. Does that make it worth taking on all your brothers, though? I don't know. Well, please, if I can even just get that 85% shot right in the tits. Fucking bitch. Fucking 85%! Oh, that is such a clutch shot that he's screwed up. Oh, 70% miss, 85% miss. Witches out in the open. These clutch shots, and the lads just can cock it up. You know what? Honestly, I don't have any, you know, like trauma that I can think of from XCOM. Mordheim has fucked random number generating, and Blood Bowl is the big nightmare. I think it's because in XCOM you can take so many more shots in a turn, and it doesn't seem to feel so bad for me with XCOM. I think primarily because you have so many soldiers. So when they die, you know, it's fine. You've got like, you know, 23 or 30 of them. Thanks for the follow. It is that, or what it is, it's the rookie with a shotgun who's shooting a sectoid, and he's like putting the shotgun into the sectoid's mouth, and he still misses. Do these Hexen need nerfs? And if they do, what would be the appropriate nerf? Maybe you give them lower initiative. Because Because they almost always act first every turn. It feels that way. Like whipping, if it hits the head, I think 25% chance to hit the head. Worth going for? No, I think we just split. Yeah, that I would be very in favor of. The whole charming hexing thing all the time, every turn. 4, 5, 6. I can get a shot off if I move forward, but let's wait for Sigmar, who's probably going to attack Dankovsky. He's unlikely to attack Marden. If he does attack Marden, he can't because I can just fancy feet away. Bone plates doing their thing. Bone plates for the win. Do I try to dodge away? Like, I would love to know what the hit chances are. So hang on. So 34 defense. Where's Ulfert? Because it loves to splooge. I can't even see him now within my brothers. Anyway, he's got about 90, so 65% chance to hit. Unfortunately, I can't lunge either. Yeah, super. I did not enjoy the Anhazers last night. The point I made to Eri is that I think if the other team had any coach other than Bleepo, it would have been different. It's just because I was so desperate to not lose to Bleepo because he's such a prick. Just so desperately didn't want to lose to Bleepo. And it was weird having Greg coach me because he's the same MMR I am. He just doesn't get thought of as being so bad because he doesn't have to deal with 200 ping, and he's not as rusty as I am. He's played a lot more than I have. KK, clutch. That was so clutch. Well done. I mean, that was actually pretty unlikely to work. He had to dodge 4 attacks, but the reward was so great that it was totally worth trying. Come on. Okay, so resilient effects, bleeding, poison, and charmed. Some new status effects, like stunned from those grenades. I still don't know if resilient is worth taking though. Shot, boys. I tell you what is worth taking, even on your crossbowman, bullseye. I agonized over taking bullseye or not, but in the end I ended up taking it, and it was totally the right decision. Nice dodge. As is often the case with this game, with just a bit of luck, a fight that would have been horrible becomes a lot easier. I suppose there's nothing you can do about luck really, but... Oh, you fucking... Fine, that suits me. Oh, wee, 1 hit point. So basically what that tells me is I gave Detong the perfect amount of hit points. Well done, me. This is bad. Dankovsky, if KK rolls quite high. There you go. Get stunned, you piece of shit. This also annoys me. I can't swing on only those two. I have to hit my own guy. Actually, that was a risk. If that crossbow bolt had gone awry, it could have hit the Hickson, which could have almost killed Dolmar. Oh, that was a dodge. What was I thinking? Bit of luck there. Ow. Wait, who died? Was that one of our guys dying? Or it killed the... Wait, was it one of our guys? It says we got 11. Okay, right. No, Dankovsky almost died. That was KK swinging his greatsword, killing a wolf. Okay, so you two lads just keep moving north. Fremlin, that is the mod that lets me know which of my guys have Killing Frenzy active. Look at this shit. The Dolmar is still mind controlled. Okay. Super. Good luck. Oh! That needed to be a headshot. Wondering if you can make an argument for taking Resilient on a bunch of your frontline lads. Yo. The old invisible unholds, still a thing. Fucking bitch. Die. Herbs, great. I hate too many apples drop. That's fucking annoying. The apples are bloody useless. The herbs and the hair is what you need. Oh, I forgot about the fucking unhold. There's one there as well. The thing is that I'm really not a fan of perks that are, you know, conditional. Which is why you can actually make the argument that Gifted is the best perk in the game. Because it affects every time you get attacked, every time you make an attack. Assuming you take melee defense, melee offense, and fatigue. It's a small effect, but it happens on just about every attack. Whereas something like Resilient does absolutely nothing against enemies that don't apply any of those effects. But I mean, it could be good if you like want to put together a sort of like a dedicated witch hunter type of group. Fucking hell, careful boys. Whew. The thing is though, it's barely useful against the webnects because you just use, if you have any sort of melee skill, you just get out of the webs pretty easily yourself. The goblins, like, I mean, I shouldn't be overconfident, which I probably am being overconfident now, but we'll go hunt some goblins now and I'll show you why I'm not all that scared of goblins anymore. Let's go for a nice round 100 fatigue here. 21, 23, that's fine. Hit points and fatigue. Right, all these injured lads can take a fight off. Crossbowman, Warbrand, Crossbowman. Light Warbrand's go on the outside flanks. Maybe great swords go there. Shield breakers go there. Then we can have what? Tanks. All 3 tanks. Sierra Marino. It's another little irritating thing that treating higher level guys is more expensive. Like, how do the monks in the temple know what level your lad is? Annoying. Should I make more bone plating? Probably. You see, we want to have bone plating on that armor, and I mean, the bone plating is actually superior to the wolf armor. There's a lot of decisions behind the economy of the game that I really don't like. And that's why I have no problem playing on just veteran difficulty. Veteran economic. It's dreadful. Greenskins. That's nice, but I need tools. This is the problem with always repairing items before you sell them. It drains your tools. I mean, no joke, on a map like this, where tools are so hard to come by, I would quite happily just take the little economic hit of not being able to repair everything. Oh, come on, where are the fucking tools? Greenskins. Nope. Last time I get tools on this map, like, I have to go all the way north to get the other shop that has a workshop. Really? Do you guys really want to come? Ugh, take us on? Leave me alone. I'm bored of fighting brigands. I need to pay 400 gold a stack for tools. What the fuck is this? I suppose I am operating in the south, who hate me now because we fought against them in the Civil War, so fair enough, maybe. Right, what we can hope for is a supply mission to Grunforst. Get Grunforst well supplied. Show will pay for a show. It's expensive, but we have loads of money, and that one, paying for a show and the whores, when you say no, it has really bad negative effects. I think the one with the whores is the worst. It like injures everyone. Acid flask. So second wind potions. We need as many as we can to take into the Kraken fight. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is probably the minimum. But does it really matter? I mean, the fight is so long. 120 tools, that ought to do it. What should we fight? We can try a sea of tents. A large and foul smelling sea of tents. 54% chance for legendary. 8%. 11%. 3.8%. 1%. 25. Let's go look what's in there. 25%. And 54%. Auxiliaries and a bunch of Nicholas Savants. That's very doable. This is this badass piece of armor we got. Steel Veil. Barbarian Helm. Okay, we are fighting undead, so the crossbowman can just take the day off, I think. And now we can go like that, and I still need 2 more lads in here we can take, yeah. We don't even have any holy water. We actually haven't found the holy water place. Okay, so I expect the Necro Savants. If the Necros come into any of these positions, they are more than welcome to. They're going to get fucking annihilated. We'll still save, but I predict that this should be a comparatively easy fight. But then again, only 25% chance for a legendary. I really don't like the terrain. Should we just move up? Let's move up. These little auxiliaries are going to get wrecked. That's my prediction. As long as my greatsword guys are on high ground, they're going to do well. So early this morning when I was offline grinding, I did a sea of tents against orcs. And it was like 10 warriors, 10 berserkers, a chieftain, and a couple of young. But with my crossbowmen, we did pretty well against the berserkers. I'll tell you what, if I had 4 warbows, that would be way better. Because obviously you could attack twice each. It would be 8 shots a turn at the unarmored berserkers. I think hold your position, Sub-Hedgehog. These vamps will come now at their turn, end of their turn. Ooh! Triple kill, almost a quad kill. It can be great, hey? If you get the terrain in your favor. Like you said, you just pelt them with arrows. Spear wall them back, pelt them with arrows. It's a lot of empires. Oh, that worked. What? No, that shouldn't have worked. That's a 2... 2-level height difference. Interesting. So lunge lets you overcome the height difference. Ah. That would be pretty cool. I can't imagine the obsidian dagger would work on the necrosavants though. You can try, but I don't think it's going to work. It says any human. And they are undead, not human. Shot. Would that be too easy or too powerful, play as a green skin? I don't know, because you wouldn't have any ranged ability whatsoever. But like your warriors are insane, and if you, especially if you get to lead your, you know, orc warband with an orc warrior, orc war boss. It would certainly make for a bunch of interesting fights. Like if you have berserkers, you just got to get enough stacks of rage on them. I'm pretty sure Legends mod might even allow you to do that type of thing. Yeah, we're firmly in the part of the game now where the tanks have fallen off completely. Oh, should have attacked the Necrosavant. Shot. What a beast. Hope we get a legendary. I really almost leveled my tanks. Oh, they so badly needed taunt. Oh well. Next time. And the next campaign is pretty close. DLC is just a couple of weeks away. Oh, almost. Well done, boys. No legendary, but tome in a bowl. And we didn't take too many. Didn't take too much damage. I'm pretty sure we're doing gladiators first. Find the gladiators probably the most interesting. So if we're going to fight greenskins, we are going to go with Which setup are we going to go with? Probably like that, and then the dagger is so good against the greenskins. I go back and forth about the shield breakers though. I don't know if I need the shield breakers or whether they're better than the war brand. 8%, that's not worth it. Okay, so some young berserker, loads of warriors, and a warlord. That's actually not that bad. And for that I would only take 2 crossbowmen with me, I think. Yeah, Martin, you need to wear the magic helmet. Okay, let's camp it up and then we'll get in there. We attack just before sundown. So what have we got here? We got some orc young, 1 berserker, and a load of warriors. An orc warlord against the warriors. These tanks aren't going to do all that much, but then again, the duelist wouldn't do much either. It's going to be all about the great swords and the long axes and the bardiche. Okay. How many orc warriors is that going to be? It's going to be, I think, a lot. Like 20 warriors. Oh, Jesus. Whoa, that's a lot of orc warriors. Honestly, I might even stay where I am, because if they're all going to push me back 1 tile, they'll push me into position. So then everyone will just go 1 square back. I can't see us getting through this without someone dying. Careful of that fucker. You 2 can stay there, that's fine. Shot. Now, can this berserker get fort and ram at me on the next turn? I think he can. Oof, that means I have to use Indom. I fucking hate Indom. Hate that I have to use it. This is a lot of orc warriors. And most of them have axes too, which sucks, because they're going to go straight through shields. My only hope is that we can break their morale. Okay, he didn't charge in. Interesting. Which is also annoying, because that means I've used Indom for nothing. Okay, now we can spear wall. Fuck's sake. And he's stunned, so I can't swap him out. It kind of is, but I'm expecting the warriors to push me back anyway. So I'm expecting because I'm gonna, once I get closer, this line will move back, and then the warrior will most likely push the Overwatch tank into higher ground. I've observed the AI doing something like that before. Is it worth walking up and swiping at this dude? I think it is. Just because his turn is done and loves to splooge can get into range. I love saying loves to splooge. Get an extra attack off here. It's all going to come down to whether we can win the morale battle or not. So some then means focusing the Sapat block. Don't want him using that raise morale bullshit. Now if I'm wrong and they just sit on high ground and attack us, that's really going to suck. To spear, not really. I could just move away if I wanted to. He's got such high defense. Fuck, this was the shield breaker. Shouldn't have reloaded there. That he's breaking though is a problem. D7. Best. My greatsword guys can pretty much hold their own. Okay, that's a real problem. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's right on the edge. Clutch. How do we... I think we don't cede the ground. I mean, as annoying as the pushes are, at least they're spending action points and fatigue pushing us rather than attacking us. And that's kind of huge. The leader putting himself in contact with my dagger guy. Wonderful for us. This is Aaron X. Can one of these fuckers get through that high ground? I certainly hope not. The tanks really don't do anything. I wonder if I might not just use Indom and just stand there as a roadblock. Because trying to attack is going to do nothing. Honestly, attacking is a waste of fatigue. 78% chance to do like nothing with my spear. I only wish I had leveled these light armor greatsword guys also with heavy armor. Oh, come on, Dankovsky. Maybe next turn he can dagger down the leader, unless something horrible happens. I don't think he has the don't mind being surrounded skill. Fuck, that's bad. I wish I knew what the attack chance was here. Shit. No. Right, one down. Fuck knows how many of these warriors to go. None of these things are low though, they all have such high everything. Could just start sacrificing dogs, although I hate doing that. Problem there next turn. This is looking like it's too much for us, holy hell. No, rip. Rip. This is too much for us. This is a very substandard team, which we know. With all this light armor. Maybe we should just go beat up on some goblins. That's what we excel at. 21.4. 15. 5. 16%. I'm pretty sure there's a bigger goblin area. Anyway, this looks like Goblin Central. 7.4%, 12.2. We could take a little walk around this area and see if we can maybe get some help. So there's the stone pillars for the Kraken fight. Should we just take on the fucking Kraken fight? You know, there's orcs and barbarians here. I want to see if I can pull some unhold into the orc fight. That'll make things very interesting. Now this will be a big lad brawl. Orc young warriors and berserkers. I think for that fight I want all of my crossbows. Yeah, this I'm going to want to make a stream highlight of. So this is the orc three-way. Starting at 214. I recall some people giving me a hard time for doing this, as though this is cheesing somehow. But like, if you were a mercenary company, why did they patch that out? It's on theme, it works for the game, why would you take that out? It's exactly the kind of thing a smart, enterprising mercenary guy would do. I don't want to do this fight now. Okay, we'll waste. Well, maybe we get some unhold bones. Can they launch into me? I think some of them can. Oh, will they though is the question. The whole running around the sides thing is super fucking annoying. No! 95%. It's just like an 8-foot wall of meat, but by all means miss the damn thing. In full. Oh. Oh, so close. I probably should have brought the duelist into this fight. Could have given him a shamshir, see if we can wound any of these things. Oh, close. I shouldn't have attacked there, that was a waste. So this one and that one are my targets now. Get dodged, you fucking nerds. Come on, die. That one next. Gave himself a fractured hand. What? How? I think that's a bug as well. No! 95 chance, rolled 100. There you go. Good job. Bad job. Close. Whew, 6 to go. Also thinking that taunt would have been doubly useful in the tanks, because if you taunt, I'm pretty sure they can only punch, they can't use the over-the-shoulder bullshit. Everything in this game has such high initiative, it's crazy. There's another one there, what the fuck? Which ones are we focusing on? This is fucking madness. That one. And that one. And exhausted, obviously. Does that throwing you over the shoulder shit actually apply fatigue? We actually injured one. Cut artery, nice. Also, so the cut artery lowers maximum HP, which increases the chance of inflicting more injuries. Come on. This is pretty cool. Great sword guys either side, just using split ability. Finally. I think we got this. Feels like we got this. If I had to think of what's the most impressive thing this group of guys has done, probably taking down those lindworms a little while ago. The fact that using split hits the body and the tail at once is like blowing my mind. I can't believe I didn't think of that before. Also encourages me to think that I need to make a warband, a peasant mob that's almost entirely great swords and bardishas. So versatile. No, how do you miss both? 84% both missed. One thing I also want to experience is a fearsome warband and see how a fearsome affects the big monsters, if at all. Like if I was to try to put together a dedicated, you know, monster hunter type of warband, give the lads fortified mind, make them tough, give them colossus, give them resilient. I think warbows would be superior than crossbows if we're talking beast hunting. So close! Another 95 miss. It's been the night of 95% misses. Oh. Die already. Nice. 4 bones, 5 skin. Doubly annoying that it didn't get pulled in there, because like this, where it's mostly young, some berserkers and warriors, that might be doable. We can try that. Question is, do we go with the 4 crossbowmen, or do we take out 2 crossbowmen and 2 shield breakers? I think crossbowmen. Let's see. 90... 90, 33 I want to say, or 55. If I go 50 there, then he can carry a dog. Against the orcs, do we want 2 tanks? I don't think so. I only want 1 tank, the 65 defense tank, and then let's include the duelist. Then the question is, what sword do you give him? Probably the fencing sword, because of the utility. I wish I'd taken taunt on this tank. Anyway. Camp it up. Leave me alone, please, dire wolves. Now the dire wolves are in this group. What? I'm confused. So anyway, a second ago, we just fought unholds on top of the sea of tents. And it only fought us against unholds. It didn't proc us onto the actual sea of tents. Now, with dire wolves in the area, it is the sea of tents. So I think it's because one of two reasons. Either they've patched it so that you can't pull such powerful enemies to help you with the orcs, or it has to do with what I clicked on, because with the unholds, I think I clicked on the unholds while the unholds were on top of the sea of tents. Whereas this time I clicked on top of the sea of tents with the dire wolves just close enough. As it happens, these dire wolves are almost not going to help at all. Yeah. Scary. I don't think these wolves are really helping at all. If anything, the wolves are a huge hindrance to us because so many of them came towards us. There was 14 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's only 2 dire wolves are actually fighting orcs. Still, if it breaks up the formation, that could still help. What would be badass is if you lead like some brigand raiders into a sea of tents or something like that, and then you have the obsidian dagger, and then that lets you kill off the brigands to raise zombies to help you fight. Good boy. The presence of and the fact that it's wolves really hasn't helped us. It's made this engagement very awkward. If it had been almost anything other than direwolves, this would have been a lot better for us. Yes, wolves. Take the orcs. Good wolves. On the downside, though, I have a funny feeling these wolves, all they're going to do is give rage stacks to the berserkers. Well, yes and no, Martin. I mean, if we got a legendary berserker chain, I'd be gutted with that, because I still maintain that for any orc weapon, you need someone with iron lungs. Oh, can hell those misses. Nice hits, Ufert. This is the problem now, that they're all coming towards us confident because they've killed wolves. Oh, right in the neck. big dog. I think what would be the most useful legendary orc weapon? Probably a cleaver you put on a duelist. Oh, again, we don't have a cleaver, lad. Believe it or not, I'd actually rather have a legendary goblin weapon before an orc one, because the goblin ones can do pretty good damage. Like, their big thing is that they're light, which can be great for a duelist who needs his initiative and his fatigue. Like, I've seen goblin swords that weigh -3 fatigue and have like -5 fatigue cost. This whole fight's going to be all about the berserkers. Can we kill the berserkers before they get too many rage stacks? Still, that's a lot of orcs, and it's a super awkward engagement. Shot right in the face. I should have bought the duelist because he's using a sword. He ain't gonna do shit against this armor. If I'd made him a mace or axe duelist, it would have been so much better. We moved one back from the berserker. Yeah. Force the berserker to move 2 squares. Well, berserker chain with lower fatigue usage and plus extra hit chance. Extra hit the hit chance. Because then you can get the 25% base hit chance. Plus 15 base from the chain, up to an additional plus 15 for a total of 30. So you could have a plus 55% chance to hit the head base. So then with that weapon, then you would have like a 55% chance to apply stun on hit. Which I hardly need to tell you would be amazing. I'll just chop this nerd. We chop him. And people say dagger specialists are no good. So I attacked 3 times. I did 37, 61, and 40 damage. 61 damage, and I pierced his arm muscles to lower his accuracy and eyes breaking. So 31 to 62 because of killing frenzy. So when I hit him for 62, did that inflict pierced arm muscles? So then this doing 40 damage, it rolled quite low because that would have included executioner. Look at the corpses everywhere. Nice. Like, now I'm very glad that I took Crippling Strike's Executioner. Now it's worth it. That type of shit. Look at that damage. And inflicting the wounds as well to debuff the enemy. Oh yeah. Let's not start jerking ourselves off yet though. No, we got 95% chances to miss. Great shooting, Dead Taunt. think I have to end dom because I don't want to be pushed off this hill. Okay, we've got no more doggies left to help us. Sword duelist is just doing nothing. Well, that's a good lesson for the next campaign. You're making a duelist, don't make him a sword duelist. Make the duelist cleaver or mace. Good dodging, boys. I could wait. No, let's... if I wait, I can maybe swing in a semicircle, but... well, one thing's for sure, I have to end dom. Otherwise I'm going to get pushed off there. I should probably be waiting for the duelist. Let the great swords break armor first, and then attack with the fencing sword. It's probably worth it to crossbow bolt all the orc young as well, just to injure them. Actually don't know if they can be pushed from here because it's like all grouped up. Nice double beheading. Well done, Sigma. Holy shit, that was awesome. The S&M boys, lol. You would have a lot of fun against unarmored enemies. You would be very sad against anyone with any sort of armor. And now this bush is kind of ruining us. But that orc warrior should get chopped up pretty quick. Also, another reason I could have, or should have taken taunt, I could have taunted there, and I think that would have stopped this dude from taking reaction shots. I think that's how that would have worked. %. This is the beauty of the orc warriors. They're so big. They're very easy to stick with the dagger. This is problem. This is big problem. Fucking Sigma is an absolute monster so far. Oh yes. Please help the crossbowman. Oh, shit. We can take a look at what the percentage hit chance was. Warrior uses cleave, 38% chance. So it's actually worth doing exactly that and dodging away. Phew. Which then lets the other crossbowman run away bravely. Now we do have a berserker closing in, but I should be able to stick him. Yes! Run away in fear. Split hand, good one. There goes our named shield. Shit, that's scary. Okay, crossbowmen, just form a line and start shooting Durgash to pieces. Now that dude, at least one more crossbow bolt and he'll go down. Or a big slash, that'll do it. Certainly modern. Do you not like your your slightly the balding look? So Dankovsky did 62 damage straight through armor with that dagger. Now I know it's difficult to make the argument that so basically I hear a lot that dagger guys are not that good, but you can't tell me that if you get the right dagger like this that a dagger dude can't be great. I mean, that was properly impressive. Get him, boys. I need some armor to get stripped away so I can actually do something there. Never mind. Crossbowmen form a firing line. Ooh, Dankovsky in big trouble. Who, if anyone, do we rotate him out with? I don't think we do. I think he just dies. He bleeds to death on the next turn. Unless I can rotate him. The problem is his initiative is fairly high, so he's going to go quite soon. Is Dankovsky carrying his own bandages? He's not. Who is carrying bandages? Probably only Mozart, but the problem is Dankovsky's going to act before the guy carrying bandages acts, and then he just dies. One of the most irritating bullshit aspects of the game. Yep, he just bleeds to death now. God damn it. We got so close. And then we lose our dagger guy. Well, you see, if he had resilient, then he wouldn't die here. Fuck's sake. Rooted. Dankovsky dagger lad is dead. All because I didn't give him bandages. It's a fucking game. God damn it. But arguably he doesn't need the obsidian dagger because he can't kill any humans to raise up. We leave Sub-Hedgehog out and put in a shield breaker would be better, would do more damage. 27 defense, 17 defense. Try that again. The problem is I didn't save before this fight kicked off, so I have to get through this without taking losses or just accept the death. Or we lose how many days of progress. damn it. I do feel like with a better squad, this would be going so much better. Still, learned loads in this playthrough. I'm really looking forward to the like this session we've done of all this experimentation has just made me more hyped for the DLC. I can't help but wonder if it wouldn't have been more worth it to actually just try and move down and left away from the wolves. The problem is when you're retreating like that, keeping your lads together in formation is almost impossible. Yes. Get decaffeinated, as we like to say here on this channel. Loves to splooge, has got his ass hanging out there. This is the beauty of all of my lads having such good defense. They can do shit like that. Great, now we got a whole bunch of confident orcs coming towards us. If I pulled in the unholds, that's the real fight I wanted to see. Unholds versus orcs versus mercenaries. Stunning the wolf, lol. We would have to go back, like, I don't know when last I actually saved on the save file. We'll try this file one more time. See how it goes. I love how you can use pierce armor on a wolf. Like, are we supposed to use the attack that goes straight through its skin or something? Like, it's silly. This is dreadful though, the forces all split up like this. Dreadful. And not good. It's still a winnable fight, but if my two light armor greatsword guys had used heavy armor, it made all the difference. I think I just drop dogs now as soon as I can. Loves to splooge is in big trouble. Okay, clutch. That's one of them broken already. That helps us a lot. Thank you, Orc Warrior. Let's try to reform the line around here. Fucking Orc Young. I want to keep shooting with the crossbowmen, but if I could move them off to this flank and just shoot from the side. There's too many of them though. I'm going to try to blast through all these orcs. At least they're easy to hit. That's fucking scary. Stun locks, annoying as balls. Shot. This is terrifying. Where's he going? Oh, the trees are in the way. I think I need to... Do I need to shore up the left flank? Well, technically he can, just with the big debuffs, but I think that's what you meant. What would do here? Wait. Should have used Indom. As in, like, you know, his background trait is that he doesn't suffer the fatigue penalty from orc weapons. I mean, well, they're not big, but they're not that big. Ooh, dodging, lads! Amazing dodging. The crossbowmen just moving around, taking pot shots every turn. No, 95% missed. That has been the story of tonight. If it's a 95% shot, we're gonna miss it. We're playing Mordheim, boys. We're not playing Battle Brothers. Shit. Outstanding work, Dankovsky. So 3 stabs, 47, 25, and killed. So I don't know how much he did there. Well, I mean, he's look 31 to 62 times 3, so it's 93 to 186 damage. Assuming he hits all 3, of course. Gee, doesn't always do. The Berserker's going now, so we attack and we miss. Just moving, thank goodness. Got another Berserker. Jeez, there's still 16 of these things. Oh, stun locked. Flanks are a problem. This is why I so much miss my peasant warband. Run away! It's kind of great though what our crossbowmen are doing. They are buying a lot of time for the front line. Because there's a bunch of orcs that aren't crunching down on the front line. There's a bunch of orcs that are like trying to get around the back. Oof. Owie. Fucking stunned, god damn it. Got a berserker on the back lines. No. What they should do for the stun, they should give you stacking stun resistance like in Darkest Dungeon. Fucking modern crossbow, poof, reload, Legolasing it. Okay, that did nothing. Lol. Ow. Fuck's sake. No! Sigma! He was so good with dodging, now all of a sudden everything's hitting him. I haven't given Sigma a shield to go to, and the heavy guys don't have rotation, so he can rotate out there. Ugh, I can't double rotate, I didn't mean to click there! Yeah, Sigmar's gonna die. Fucking hell, everything's hitting him. 40% chance hit. Yep, it's too many orcs. It's just too many orcs. There's so many fights like this in this game where you can win, but not without taking unacceptable losses. Okay, was it a strike down? Steady, steady, confident, misses. It's killed. Okay. No, it's too much. We gotta lose only, well, one day further back. Which was a disattempt. Okay, I think that's it for tonight. Ugh. Now that we have the acid flask, I think in the next stream we'll just try Kraken, get murdered. Yeah, Jolly Rogers, I'm kind of over it. Like the thing is, what I wouldn't say I detest the early game. It's just a grind that I know you have to get through. What annoys me is the guys who post on Reddit like, oh, look at me doing Black Monolith on day 50. It's so easy. What's wrong with you people? I'm like, fuck you, man. I'm sure it's possible. But I mean, having to min-max and do everything that they have to do, like, that's like a percentage of the population who play Battle Brothers will ever be able to do that. And also, how fun is that? But there's always this counterplay between min-maxing and abusing, and what is abuse and what isn't, and anyway. So I think tonight is Wednesday, so tomorrow night we will do the Kraken, and then we'll probably retire this warband, because it's 2 or 3 weeks. How many more days until It's 3 weeks until the DLC is out. I might just, after tomorrow night, we take a 3-week break. Because we're in this phase of the game now, the super late game. And we have a warband that only has 2 guys with heavy armor. I'm sure as hell not going to start again and level up more guys. It just takes too long. And I think maybe, yeah, tomorrow night we attempt the Kraken, and then we do a wrap-up video where we go over everything that we wanted to find out from this playthrough. Again, we learned a couple new things, but just confirmed a bunch of things that we knew already. Okay. Yeah, that's right. We have made a year-old Z-test subjects that okay. Before we do that, let's just take another loving look at Damage Incorporated. Damage Inc. We had 4 archers, and going into this fight, I mean, we've got Great Axe, Warhammer, Torturer, which is very nice. I don't know why he's labeled as Great Axe. He's a sword tank. Another Torturer. And then we've got Polearm and Polearm. I think if these 2 guys were Great Sword or Bardiche users, this fight might be doable. But again, Pumilis needs to be in heavy armor. Maybe I give this one more try. All the axe guys need to be using Bardiches for split. The thing is though, with the cleavers and the warhammers, you don't have enough guys using split. I need these warhammer guys running around the flank and just one tapping. And then you need these guys in the center of the formation using split. He's going to run off and basically suicide to the northern side of the formation. Horst True Shot can actually do work with his heavy throwing axes. Anyway, this is a warband on, by the way, the best, absolute best seed we ever had. The southern trade route, I miss this trade route, it was so great. There's like trade goods in every single city, and then a major built up city that pays you great money for all of it. Anyways, before long, DLC will be out. We'll have another leveled up group, and we'll be trying Black Monolith, because I want my next playthrough in the DLC ideally to culminate in a successful Black Monolith run, but I doubt it. There's going to be so much we have to learn about the DLC, and I think the DLC is going to fundamentally change the nature of the late game. We'll see. Thanks for watching. See you guys later.